What's up, everybody watching me on YouTube? That's right, today I'm playing Summoner's War, and this is just some of my pre-recorded Guild War footage of Conguar going up against Swag. That's right. So, I mean, a lot of the thought process that goes into, like, fighting some of these guild wars, you know, as you can tell, I use a lot of the same teams. I use the Varad, Ritesh, Laika team composition, as well as the Jultan, Chloe, and Laika composition as well. So those are some of my favorites that I go into using Guild Wars. But today, I don't want to talk so much about Guild Wars. I mean, you can look at the footage that I have right now, the pre-recorded footage of the most recent Guild War that I've done against Swag. And you can look at the teams I choose. A lot of them are self-explanatory. I've also explained them in other videos as well. Like, for example, this one. This is my Vela, Annabelle, Laika. I use that sometimes as well. Oh, I'm sorry. It's more the Varad, Ritesh, and Theo build. That's sort of like the crowd control Varad, the heal as well as AoE defense breaker Ritesh, and you have the Theo, who's pretty much a glass cannon, you know. And then of course I also have the Jultan monster as well that I got recently that has helped me go up against a lot of the Sierra, Orion, X type of composition, and that X could be like a Perna or some sort of fire monster. But yeah, so I use that a lot, and you can watch my Guild War videos and you can get a sense of, like, if you have those type of monsters in your monster box, you can use them as well. But a lot of the things aside from playing Summoner's War, you know, I mean, what I do as well is I do also watch YouTube videos, and I gotta admit, I don't know why, for some reason I feel compelled to share with you a couple of the crazy stuff that I found on YouTube videos. I mean, especially the stuff that I watch while I'm playing Summoner's War, and I do that a lot, you know, because Summoner's War is one of those games where you can actually do things and play at the same time. So I would have my iPad on one corner, and then I'll have it on a run. Or actually, for the Guild Wars, I actually do put a lot of thought and effort into this one. Oh, like this one, you can see this is my Jultan team, you know, Jultan, Chloe, Laika, you know, and my Laika is a little bit different, you know. I mean, we've had a video about how OP Laikas are in general, and how people prefer to play sort of a glass cannon Laika. But for me, I put a whole bunch of vampire runes on him, so he's kind of like a vampire Laika. You know, he's tanky. He doesn't do as much damage. You know, he's a hybrid. You can try that one out for yourself, and you can see how it does for you in this video. See this video? It works pretty fine, and been loving it so far. You know, been doing pretty good in Guild Wars. You know, and previously I also did a Guild War recruit video. We are looking for people. Now back to wasting time. Back to wasting time. But yeah, back to wasting time. You know, I mean, whenever I'm not working, I do play Summoner's War, and oh my god, you know, okay, so I do come across a couple of crazy YouTube videos. Now, like recently, I don't know why, this video was recommended while I was on YouTube. It's Sssniperwolf. So she is basically a YouTuber, and then what happened was she did this segment of videos. Apparently she's no longer playing games anymore. You know, she used to do like the whole Overwatch thing. Hey, watch me play Overwatch, and then I'll commentate while playing at the same time. Sort of what I used to do with Guild War videos. Now it's more like hosty, talky. But yeah, but hers is more like she removed a lot of the game playing elements out of her videos, and then did more of like a variety show type thing. So one of the varieties elements that she is doing in this specific video is that she's listening to 911 calls. Now, I gotta be frankly honest, I only made it past the first one, you know. I mean, not because it's scary or anything like that, but because, like, okay, first of all, when you're listening to it, you know, it does sort of sound like it's, I mean, she claims it's a real 911 call, but for me, I have my doubts. I mean, as much as I would love to believe that Slender Man is real, you know, I mean, there's a whole lot of things called, I don't know, audio manipulation that you can, you know, and it sounds too scripted. It sounds too scripted, but I give her, you know, an A for effort. I mean, she did a wonderful video on it, you know. She had a nice reaction. It was very, you know, but like I said, I never made it past the first one because I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, interesting, you know, move on. But, you know, I mean, you know, it's not a diss. I'm just saying that, you know, if you like her videos and stuff like that, and also not to mention, she has a very great personality as well, you know, on top of the fact that she is probably pretty gorgeous as well. So if you're the type of person that likes those type of videos, you can go on and watch it. But like it's for me, myself, I watched a bit into it. I thought it was interesting, but I moved on to the next video. You can do that as well. You know, I mean, after the Slender Man thing, you know, I was like, okay, you know, because if Slender Man did exist in the real world, that'd be so effed. Seriously, it's so effed. And while playing Summer's War as well, a lot of the YouTube videos that I thought was interesting that I wanted to share was it was this story. It was like Stalker Caught on live TV or live Twitch. So it's by live stream fails, and it follows one of this live streamer known as Ice or Ice Poseidon, on Twitch, and how this guy. At first, I thought it was like, oh, okay. Maybe, this guy stalks him from a distance, but holy crap, this guy is like an insane stalker and stuff like that. I don't know when this video was taken, but it was pretty interesting. So if you're just rummaging through YouTube and figuring out what to watch, this is a pretty interesting story. And the way Livestream Fails edited it, it made it pretty interesting as well. Got all the best bits, and it's like, I gotta admit, as much as you want to diss reality TV, it is quite fun to sort of tap into another person's life and then see what goes on, because some people lead a lot more crazier lives than you do, and then you just want to see it, and you just, so basically watch this video if you're into that kind of stuff. Basically it's like meeting up with the Kardashians, but minus all the annoying bits, and just putting in a personality behind the people who do all these live stream videos and play the games and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting as well. Like I said, there's an appeal to it. It's sort of like when MTV first came out with The Real World, and you're like, oh my God, we get to see what these people do on a normal day, and it's so dramatic, so mundane. Something about reality TV that just gets us in. So, this video, I'll put the link in the description. If you like it, just watch it. If you don't, you can move on to another video, but it's something that I thought was pretty interesting to watch as well. It's pretty nice. It's funny how people get crazy online sometimes. So, and another video that I thought was pretty interesting. Actually, it wasn't really a video. It was more like while I was surfing around on Facebook, I came across an article by Fraghero. I'll put the link in the description, and I'll do it as order of appearance, so you would know which one I'm talking about. So this one was an article by Fraghero, and I think a gamer by the name of Vinsauce, he went on this defunct old game that is apparently still on servers called Active World. It was created in 1995. I don't know. I've never played it. I wasn't, for some reason, I wasn't playing MMORPGs at that point in time. I think I was more into like Diablo and LAN parties and stuff like that. MMORPGs, I don't know. I just never really got into it. For some reason, I probably will one day, but I haven't. I haven't yet. Summoners War is sort of like an MMORPG, sort of, but it's more like Final Fantasy RPG rather than MMORPG. But anyways, so this guy, he goes into the into the active world, made in 1995. Nobody plays it anymore. It's barren, no players. But you can look at the graphics. Some of the old graphics are still there. I remember back when Cube graphics was like, oh my God, it's so advanced. It's 1995. How did you make it so advanced? So yeah, and as he's going around, apparently he encounters what he thought is an NPC. Somebody by the name of, I think it's like Hitomi Fujiko. Is that like Fujiko? Yeah, I wrote the name somewhere there. I have a notepad off there. But yeah, so and apparently it seems like this NPC / player ghost person has as existential crisis. It's like, am I real? Is this the real world? Sort of like asking the Matrix. Now, whether this is a real story or not, it's subjective. I gotta admit, sometimes there are no ghosts, and maybe is just somebody just messing around with people, whoever's still in the game, because people do that. People are trolls sometimes, but yeah, but at the end of the day, I just thought it was really entertaining because, it seemed like with YouTube and videos, and people like myself doing YouTube videos, it just opens up a whole avenue of storytelling. And if this just seems one way of storytelling, it's like a horror movie for the modern times, for the computer generation, for the generation who grew up on iPads and MMORPGs and World of Warcraft or Active World or Second Life, however you want to say, but it's just, I just love it. All these videos that I'm sharing, I'm sharing them for purely entertainment value. You can take them however you wish, but just think of it as like, I'm just a guy that's saying, hey, watch this YouTube video just for the sake of fun. But yeah, so I got drawn into this whole concept as well. And even at the end of the video, I was just like, I want to believe it's real because it's just fun to believe that it's real. If it's not, it's really great entertainment. So this is one article that you should read and a video that you should check out as well. I mean, especially if you're just surfing around bored. And I do a lot of, aside from looking at other Summoner's War videos, I mean, a lot of YDTB videos, as well as childish videos, Shredded Puzzle, Playtano, I watch you sometimes as well, Sean B., so those are the people I look to for sometimes information, I mean, and the way they do it is like they're playing it at the same time. So you can, so if you're the type of person who's looking for more knowledge, you can check out those videos. Or if you just want to waste time, and I'm a cinephile. Basically, I love movies. I love the cinematic universe. I'm like Quentin Tarantino. I read into the movies and its format and its forms. And one of the YouTube videos I really enjoy is Nerd Writer. And one of the videos that really captured my attention, even though I've seen a lot of Nerd Writer videos before on various other topics, was on Anthony Hopkins' style of acting in Westworld. I mean, he really broke it down to the point where even I knew Anthony Hopkins was a great actor. I mean, he's the type of guy that really captures the screen and stuff like that. But the Nerd Writer really broke down his method, his technique to a level where I just never realized, and then, I guess you can say that's what drawn me to a lot more of his videos. I assume it's a guy because the voiceover is a guy, but yeah, I'm sure the Nerd Writer is a guy, and more of this video editing format. So if you're the type of person that likes a way of just opening your brain to a different type of thought, and a guy who portrays his thought process in a very clear way, you can check him out, Nerd Writer. I'll leave a description to his channel. Link to his channel in the description. And yeah, I just get lost in his videos a lot of the time. YouTube is a wonderful place. I don't watch TV anymore. Like a lot of people, in the real world, is like, have you watched this or that? I was like, I don't watch TV. I mean, a lot of the times I watch the best bits of The Voice because it comes out on YouTube, so I don't have to watch the show sometimes. I mean, I do watch it if I feel like I want to watch it, which does happen. I won't say TV has completely been erased from my life, but it's just sporadically and not as often. And YouTube videos are how I relax anyways, because it's sort of like I can search the most random content, like Epic Mealtime. I used to remember I was really into Epic Mealtime just for the sake of watching these guys just after another, So if you're the type of person who likes that and just come across that thought even while you're playing Summoner's War, or even if you're not playing Summoner's War, if you're just chilling out on a weekend, which is the best way to just, waste time sometimes, and then yeah, so that's what you got to do. So that's one couple of videos that you should check out. Another one. Oh my God, I remember I was really into the School of Life. These were a series of videos done by, I assume, I read their website and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say I assume that there's some sort of therapy clinic that they help people, but the reason why I like watching their videos, and maybe you might like watching their videos too, especially after I used to watch them a lot, when I was working a lot and stressed out, because it allowed me to sort of chill back, relax, and watch a video that is very introspective, that maybe allows me to come in touch with a lot of thoughts, ideals within myself, and the School of Life covers many different topics, especially those who are adults, because #adulting is hard. Ha ha ha. See, I'm trying to be part of the now culture using hashtags. But yeah, so being an adult sometimes is a difficult process, and there are certain things that you want to try to hash out. And the School of Life is like having a therapist sometimes. I'm not saying it replaces an actual therapist. You should never do that. I mean, what I'm trying to say is it's an entertaining video to watch. If you are that type of person that just wants to get into the nitty gritty of your mind and stuff like that. So basically, you should watch it if you're like me and have those moments sometimes when you want to look inside. Or basically you can just watch Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Oh my God, I mean, that's I don't know, I don't think they're making any new series, but the ones that are online is definitely one of those things you should watch if you're just bored on the weekend. Or yeah, just trying to play a couple of Guild Wars. But yeah, so this is some of my Guild War footage. My name is Mo Nazrul. just talking over my Guild War footage, trying to share with you my personality, get to know you guys a bit more. And if you want to get to know me a bit more, leave a comment. We'll chat in the comments or send me an email or contact me on Facebook. My information is all on this video as far as I can tell. And until next time, I'm checking out.